Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
It is time for the Daily Dose of Disney. I hope you're all ready for this. I know we are. We're going to have some fun today.
Yeah, tonight's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of fun.
We're expecting a grand old time tonight, I guess you could say. It's going to be the Disney Plus Movie Club.
Yeah. Did everybody watch The Cat from Outer Space?
I hope so. I hope you did.
Take a testosterone supplement too.
Well,
We need a testosterone supplement.
I don't think we do.
These ads.
Yeah. I was looking for my feed here on my phone and the volume was up. Who knew?
Oh, Candy Mom
love my
Cynthia.
PTV. Hello, everyone.
Todd, Mikey.
Samantha, Mike Wheeler, hello.
Everybody's so cool.
Martine, great to have you all here. It is time for some history. Let's do a little history lesson here on the Daily Dose.
Can't believe it's already 3.
I know, this day, where has this day gone?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hey, Duke, Family Chronicles. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining.
Mm-hmm.
And Todd, oh, there he is. Mr. Fox Hollow himself with his cinnamon roll recipe that he's got going.
Yeah.
We need to make some cinnamon rolls ourselves. So
we just need to get the time right now. Everybody is needing us. So we're here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a little wild around here. So we're going to do our best to get through all this today. And Dougie, Mr. Walter Grams, I hope you've been having fun with your watching of the Mighty Ducks trilogy today. You know,
I don't think I've seen the movies. I've seen pieces of them. I don't think I watched the whole movie.
We have to change that. We have to change that, especially if we're going to have Dougie in our stream sometime. We need to make sure that we have seen the full trilogy of the Mighty Ducks. Hello, Cherie, Donna Jaworski, Alyssa,
Donna.
all of you. Thank you so much for joining this afternoon. It is good to have you here. Yeah, I'm sure Dougie is. Yep, he's shocked by that. I knew it.
I know. So sad.
What? Oh my goodness, Pete McDevitt, hello. It is good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Great to have you here. Yes.
Everybody's so well.
Yeah, definitely. It is Monday. Monday is always a busy day here at YouTube. For us, we have 2 shows going. We have our Daily Dose here, and then we also have our Johns. Hello, and Mar in Memphis. Welcome in. We have PTV Live going tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Tonight is going to be the Disney Plus Movie Club. You're not going to want to miss that. It's going to be lots of fun tonight. We're going to be talking all about The Cat from Outer Space. And we've got some good little bits of information about this movie and the people that were involved in the project. Hello, Tim Pruitt. Captain Akron, great to have you here. Pam's fam. Oh, thank you. Oh, she wants to give us a hug.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much.
Squishy hugs.
Yeah, definitely. And the gang is all here is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, hey, let's get started with some Disney trivia, Disney history here. For June 8th, we'll go into the Wayback Machine.
We didn't even talk about it. 200 days. 200
yeah.
till Christmas. Christmas Day is 200 days.
200 days away,
200
everyone.
days.
And,
not that many days to decorate.
And for us, yeah, that means even less time to start decorating.
I know. Just thinking about it, a month we'll be already decorating for the fall.
Yeah, we're going to be decorating very soon on stuff.
We're
but hey, we're the villa.
So,
by the way, I usually also mention there's some kind of a national food day out there. This time it's National World Oceans Day, where they really put the emphasis on sustainable seafood. We don't eat a lot of seafood.
I love crustaceans, and I do like fish and shellfish, and I do. It's just not a normal diet thing. It's kind of like if I want to go to a nice restaurant, I will go to that splurge if we're going to go out, and we'll order fish and stuff. Probably the most extreme thing I ever make that is anything that comes from the water is shrimp.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a pescatarian.
No.
That's for sure.
So, I mean, it's not that we don't do it. It's just finding it and It's not the cheapest. And then if you don't know how to cook it, and I know how to cook really, really, really well, it's just, I want to make sure it's so easy to screw up.
Yeah.
So I rather just have someone else do it who knows what they're doing and get really good cooked fish.
Yeah, we eat mostly a lot of chicken and a little beef, and some turkey. Duck is one of those things that we don't eat.
No.
Don't eat a lot of duck. Oh, speaking of duck, that's going to be the first item here on our history. It's let's go back in the Wayback Machine to 1951. There's a cartoon called Test Pilot Donald that is released on this day. Chip and Dale were featured in the cartoon as well. Dale's always wanted to be a pilot flying around in the sky. And when Donald's remote controlled plane lands in the tree where they're living, he gets to live his dream.
He gets to live his dream.
So, yeah. But that's 1951, Donald Duck's cartoon, Test Pilot Donald. Then 1956, this is involving a movie that, Doug, you love trains.
I do. I have not seen this movie. I know of it. It's in 1956. Disney is the Great Locomotive Chase was released based on true events of the American Civil War. The movie stars Fess Parker, Jeffrey Hunter, Jeff York, there's a lot of Jeffs there, and John Upton. Parker plays James Andrews, a spy who leads a band of Union soldiers into the South in an attempt to destroy a railway system. So, I mean, the Great Locomotive Chase is kind of like a cinematic thing that people use as reference. But we haven't seen it specific in movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it myself. So, I don't believe it. I don't know if it's on Disney Plus or not. Tim, would you happen to know if it's on Disney Plus? You've seen it. You love that film, but I don't know if it's on Disney Plus or not. I did not check that out. Hopefully, maybe it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want my PTV.
Well, I'm glad you guys do. Because if you guys didn't want it.
Because I glove them.
If you guys didn't want it, we wouldn't be doing this.
Here's something else that is a favorite of Doug's. Doug loves Tomorrowland at Disneyland.
I love it so much.
On this day in 1962,
I do have.
The Douglas Company started the sponsorship of Rocket to the Moon at Disneyland. And they did that. It was that regular attraction that was there. It had been there since the opening of Disneyland. And they had this giant rocket ship called the Moonliner.
The Moonliner. I think I have that
He has a pen set over here that has the Moonliner.
I've shown this before, but...
Yeah. But at the time when Disneyland opened, the Moonliner had a logo on it of TWA, and that's because TWA sponsored Rocket to the Moon. On this day, they replaced that, and the picture that I show on the thumbnail is of the Douglas Company. Oh, he's going to grab it from the tchotchke closet here.
Yeah.
So the rocket is in Tomorrowland. It used to say TWA, and now it's painted with blue stripes, and the name Douglas goes down. That's another reason why Doug likes it so much.
Well, not because of my name. It's just... So this is...
But that sponsorship lasted until...
It doesn't have the name on it, but it's...
But yeah,
an Olszewski...
That's pretty much what the rocket looked like.
This is such a Tomorrowland 1955 Disneyland thing. Well, Robert Olszewski created all these really cool things. And so, yeah. So, at TWA, McDonnell Douglas, and it was signed.
Yeah, Rob, he's got the gloves on.
So, yeah.
He's doing a little bit of show and tell. But yeah, so this rocket was out there. It was part of it was just a landmark in Tomorrowland to draw people in, what Walt always called a weenie. So it would draw people in, and then he would do that. It was there for Rocket to the Moon. They changed the attraction to Flight to the Moon with the new Tomorrowland in 1967, and by that time, McDonnell had purchased Douglas. It became McDonnell Douglas, and then they continued the sponsorship of the attraction. And oh my goodness, Mike Wheeler.
Thank you.
I'm glad I get you guys, and I love it. Mike Wheeler with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
I didn't know what he gets from us, but I get you guys means you get.
Oh, thank you very, very much. Really appreciate that.
It's very cool.
So that was the fact from 1962 on this day, but Donald Douglas began sponsorship of Rocket to the Moon. 1984, Donald Duck and Clarence Nash are hosting the Donald Duck Film Festival in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
They were also beginning the celebration of a major milestone for Donald.
Because Donald's 50 in 1984.
Yep. 1984, Donald Duck turned 50 years old. So they started the celebration at the film festival in New York on this day in that same year. Also, now this one's a little tricky. So let me go ahead and explain this one to you. And oh my goodness, Look at that.
Oh, she didn't want to be up.
Candy Mom with a $2.99 super chat. I raise $1 to Mike's super chat.
And,
Thank you.
Oh my God, Donna.
Oh my goodness. And
Thank
now
you, Donna.
Donna, both of you,
She's been
sending
very
lots of
prolific
virtual
on-
hugs to you, Arnie and Doug.
Thank you.
$4.99 super chat. All three of you, Mike, Candy Mom, Cynthia, and Donna. Thank you so much for those super chats. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
More emphasis. It's a contest now.
I don't want it to be a context. We just really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much. So much.
So in 1984, Walt Disney Productions was in trouble financially. They were having some difficult times. Epcot had really left them stretched. There was a lot of debt in the company, and they were actually in a situation where they were ripe for the takeover. A gentleman by the name of Saul Steinberg completed funding investors for a takeover attempt of Walt Disney Productions.
He's an evil guy. By evil to the core.
He formed a company called MM Acquisition Corporation. The MM stood for Mickey Mouse. He meant business. He wanted to take over the Disney company. So the board of directors of that he was involved with, Reliance Group Holdings, voted in favor of the proposed takeover. That's all happened on this day. He also announced that on June 11th, 3 days from now, he was going to put out there an offer that they would offer Disney $67.50 per share for the outstanding shares of the company. Or if they got rid of the recent acquisition of the Gibson Greeting Card Company that they just made a few days prior, the offer would be up to $71.50. And then he intended to get up to 37.9% of the outstanding shares. He already had 11.1, so that would give him 50% of the stock. And he really wanted to take over and then sell off all of the assets.
He saw that Disney was worth more in parts than actual keeping it together as this legacy. And Roy Disney, Roy's son or Walt's nephew, came in a white horse and saved the day after a lot of ugliness. There's books and history about how this would not have turned out the way it was supposed to do it. So thank God it is, because we have Disneyland, or Disney is Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disney of what we have today.
It was very ugly, but fortunately, of course, they survived. And they're still in a situation where we are able to enjoy Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disney parks all over the world, Disney Plus, and everything else Disney.
So good.
So I'm very glad about that. We're a surviving bunch, aren't we? Love it. Okay, 2001, on this day, a movie premiered from Disney. It cost $90 million to produce. Yeah, that's a lot of money for an animated film. This film that we're talking about is Atlantis, The Lost Empire. You've seen that one?
Yes.
Once or twice?
Once.
I have seen that movie once as well. And I'll be honest with you, I would not be able to quote anything from this movie. I would not be able to tell you any details about the film. I need to go back and watch this movie simply because I actually want to watch the whole Disney canon, all animated films. I have not done that yet. We're kind of chipping away at it a little bit at a time, but
chipping is, we're nibbling away little crumbs at a time.
Yeah. But so anyway, that's Atlantis, The Lost Empire, released on this day in LA and New York theaters in 2001. And then Doug really liked this one.
We got sucked in and drank the serious 2005 Disneyland 50th anniversary Kool-Aid. I mean, we guzzled it. Gallons and gallons of guzzling of everything Disneyland 50th anniversary. We would like to do quite a bit of it next year for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, but for this day in 2005, the Walt Disney Company donates several Disneyland objects to the Smithsonian, actually the Smithsonian National Museum in American History in Washington, D.C. They donated vehicles of Dumbo and the Mad Tea Party. So can you believe Disneyland is in the Smithsonian? And it was because of the 50th anniversary.
But those vehicles are Dumbo the Flying Elephant and Mad Tea Party. I mean, oh my goodness.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Mike Wheeler, you did not just do that. Mike Wheeler, Candy Mom, I will, LOL. Mike Wheeler with the $9.99 super chat. Mike Wheeler, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, everyone, thank you so much for that.
Last week and the start of this week, I was just telling them, I need a win this week. I've just been dealing with clients and people, and sometimes you just need a win, and it's not a financial thing we were looking for. But I ended last week, and I just wanted to start with this week with a win, just in society, in my aura, and the grand chi of things. I just need to win. But you guys being on here, going live does help rank it up. Okay. Okay, the Love Fest people, please.
Candy Mom.
The madness.
I talked to you, Mike. $14.99 super chat. Cynthia, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And now here's Lothar's jumping in as well. $2 Canadian. Lothar, thank you so much. It is good. By the way, it's great to have you back here with spending time with us here. We absolutely love having you here, Lothar. It's great to everyone. Thank you so much for the super chats today. Oh, completely unexpected. And believe me, we will continue to show you what we purchased with those super chats too, because everything that you have given to us goes right back into the channel to help make these videos and to help improve them. Lighting, sound, everything that we can think of to help make our videos better. That's what we want to do.
You guys are getting me so excited. I need to go pee.
Oh,
and then there's Donna.
And Donna Jaworski with the $4.99 super chat. Can you feel the love tonight?
It's 3:17 here. But it's going to be it's nighttime and
can you feel
I love that movie
tonight? Donna, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
So we're trying to finish. Trying to get through the history here for today, June 8th.
I was looking at my projects I need to do.
Yeah. Donna, did you sing that? Well, you know me so well, Cynthia. Very true. Okay. Now, this is one of those things on this day in 2011. This is one of those things that Doug and I want to do.
We want
to experience this in Florida. This is actually at the Grand Floridian, to be exact. There is a restaurant there called Victoria and Albert's. And on this day in 2011, they once again received the award, the 5 Diamond Award from AAA. Now, this is a very special honor because in all of North America, in 2019, only 67 restaurants received that honor. That's in the whole country. Huge. And actually, not just our country, but United States and Canada. So all of North America. In 2019, only 67 restaurants received the 5 Diamond Award. And Victoria and Albert's was yet again on that list for 2019. But in 2011, they received it once again on this day. Now, I said that there are only 67 restaurants as of 2019. 2 of them in Florida. One of them is Victoria and Albert's. The other one is a restaurant called Salt at the Ritz-Carlton in Amelia Island near Jacksonville. There are 12 restaurants in California that have that honor. The one that's closest to us is probably the French Laundry
A French Laundry, yeah.
in Yountville.
We have a couple here in the Bay Area that are Michelin and also AAA.
Yes.
And this is something because we're huge foodies. I know it's a massive splurge the next time we do it because we want to celebrate a massive milestone.
Yeah.
We do want to eat at Victoria and Albert's.
To give you an idea of how expensive Victoria and Albert's is, the meal ranges anywhere between $180 and $250 per person. And the way we want to experience will probably be even more simply because we want to eat in the kitchen with the chef.
It's an attraction itself. Oh my God, I'm walking around the house.
She's thinking, can you feel the love tonight?
I'll probably put that in.
We'll probably listen to it as well. Oh my goodness. That's wild. Thank you so much.
Cool.
So cool. So that was 2011. In 2016, on this day, a movie premiered. Yet another movie. This time it's from Pixar. Finding Dory. I cannot believe it's already 4 years. And
yeah, that's just a normal restaurant seating, and we want to.
Richard would know. Budget about $250 per person with wine pairings.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, thank you so much for that hint on that, because we definitely want to go to Victoria and Albert's. We'll have the whole dress, suits, ties, the whole 9 yards with that.
That would be all gussy.
It's not a place that you're going to want to go to and you wear a t-shirt and shorts. Definitely not.
Someday that's our big.
So that is on our
milestone.
Yeah, that's in our list of things to do at Walt Disney World.
It's on a vision board.
So Finding Dory was released on this day at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, and then it was generally released 9 days later on the 17th, when everyone could see it.
It's a good. Actually, it's a good sequel without being a sequel. I mean, again, where Toy Story did that really need to be. This one helped the franchise, I feel.
It did.
I feel like it was part of it without being so, 2.0, 3.0.
There are plenty of people that are not fans of Finding Nemo or Finding Dory. That's fine.
Hey, people like what they like.
Exactly. I never begrudge people on their opinions of the films at all. At all. So speaking of Pixar films, on this day, filmmakers, voice talent, and walk-around characters from Toy Story 4 descended upon Toy Story Land at Hollywood Studios. Now, they were celebrating the release of the upcoming film last year, Toy Story 4. And there was a screening of the film. And without knowing, the people that were there in the audience seeing the film were surprised to find that Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Annie Potts, Tony Hale, Keegan-Michael Key, and Keanu Reeves, they were all voices in the movie. They were there for the special screening, and they showed up to talk to the audience and greet them and to see what they were like. Also, there were filmmakers from Pixar named Josh Cooley, Jonas Rivera, and a friend of ours, Mark Nielsen. Mark Nielsen worked on that film, and we're thrilled. We were thrilled with it.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, Mark is such a nice guy. He really is. He's worked for Pixar for years. He got on board with Pixar back in the days when A Bug's Life was in production.
Yeah, he just came in right after Toy Story. They were doing the big hiring because they wanted to get the second movie out. So he was hired for Bug's Life.
So he's been with Pixar for a long time.
Really cool.
And Richard's asking, did you guys cover Saul Steinberg? As a matter of fact, we did. We just covered it. Yeah, it was very ugly. Very ugly.
Very, very
yeah, it was fortunate that Stanley Gold was able to convince the Bass Brothers to work in it. You know what? It was a hard time for them.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they were able to hold on to it.
Again, it was Disneyland. Disneyland. God,
but it did take out a buyout of Saul to please, to get him away from that.
Corporate raiders, they still exist.
Yes.
Corporate greed and money exist. Nobody cares about emotional feelings.
Lothar says, for dessert, I have a rainbow ice cream. It's so good. It reminds me of my childhood. Yep, always does. That does. Now, I see here also that we are going to be having PTV Live tonight. On my calendar, it's right here. And that means it's time for the Disney Plus Movie Club. So let me share something with you here, and we'll go ahead and do this right now. Take a look at this.
Monday, June 8th on Pepper Tree Villa. It's another episode of the Disney Plus Movie Club. Join in the fun discussing the Disney classic, The Cat from Outer Space. Starring Sandy Duncan, again, Colonel Sherman T. Potter, Colonel Henry Blake, Roddy McDowell, again, and that guy from Mama's Family, F Troop, and Kenny's Shoe Store. And oh, look, there's another cat.
Richard.
Oh, my.
What are you looking at?
That's right. Tonight on PTV Live, The Cat from Outer
The
Space,
kitty cat from outer space.
part of the Disney Plus Movie Club.
And I found some serious little nuggets about that movie that I think people will absolutely be entertained.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing some research about this. And oh, yes, there's another cat. So we will talk about different things about the cast, the person that wrote the film, and different little bits of information about the movie tonight. Don't miss it. We'll also be asking some trivia questions. I'm going to try and stump Ben on a couple of questions too. So let's see if we can't do that. That's tonight on PTV Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. So we're really looking forward to talking about this movie tonight. And thanks to Richard, the Orlando guy, for putting that promo together for us. Richard, always a class act. Thank you so much for your help with that. He's one of our circle of support here at YouTube. That also includes More Sunshine Please, Two Real Geeks, D&G Explorers, and Rob Fuzz. All 5 of those channels represent our circle of support here at YouTube. So thank you so much, everything. Oh, yes, and Richard, thank you for bringing that up. Countdown to the last PTV3D. I have been doing the daily history lessons like this since July 1st, when we started Julive back on July 1st, 2019.
Yep.
So it's been that time, usually about this time every day during that time. And we're coming to the end of a year. So it just feels right. It is time to say goodbye to the Daily Dose. And then we will be doing other projects.
We have some stuff up our sleeve.
Yes, we do. So be paying attention to that. We will announce that information as the time comes. But the final edition, the final official edition of PTV3D will be on Monday night, June 29th. I might pop it on the 30th, but we haven't decided yet on that. But just to let you know, this is, it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed doing all this research and giving that information to you, our village. So thank you so much for all your help. And to those of you that gave us the super chats today,
yes, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
That was a nice Monday pick-me-up.
To Cynthia, to Donna,
Lothar,
to
Donna,
Mike Whaler, to
Cynthia.
Donna Jaworski. Thank you so much for those
You guys
super
are
chats
awesome.
today. That was absolutely amazing, completely unexpected.
You guys are so cool.
Thank you so much for all of that.
So cool.
And we're really looking forward to seeing you tonight. And Tim Pruitt says, gotta run, but I'll
Yep.
see you around 10 tonight. Tim, thank you so much. Oh, nice motorcycle there, Tim. We will be back tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for an edition of PTV Live, the movie club, the Disney Plus movie club, The Cat from Outer Space. So in the meantime, everyone, have a magical
See you
evening.
in a little bit.
We'll have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And yes, no problem. It's only Canadian money. Thank you, Lothar.
Thank you.
Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, everyone.
Thank you,
We'll see you later
guys,
tonight
so
for PTV Live. Bye.
Bye.